As an artist, I was super excited to do this one because it's one of my more public spaces. So this was really fun for me to get to be somewhere where a lot of people will get to see it. For this, they specifically had a list of everything they wanted colorful. Show off the different park amenities. They also said they wanted it to be welcoming and they wanted it to feature Tenino. I'm really big on what you see is what you get. I try to make my mock-ups as close to what the end product will look like. This one is a little different than how I've done some of the ones in the past. I really wanted to play with bold, bright, graphic color pops. I normally work on paintings one color at a time unless I'm blending. It makes sense now why they're always like, quiet on set. So I have a few different brushes that I like to use. I am super partial to brights and flats for detail work. Then I have pointed or round brushes also for detail work. Most of what I paint, I either roll it on or I have this is a Trilon. They have a really nice angle on them. Sometimes when I want to get just a little closer shot, then I'll just flip it and I'll just use the tip of this. I don't know that people realize like how transformative paint can be, like not just for color, but like the way people feel and the way people interact with the space and engage in it. There is something to be said for the charm of like a small town, and I love old rustic things, but there were some of these towns we would drive through and you could tell they were just dead. You didn't want to stop there because they were so worn down, like fresh coat of paint, man. It would just brighten all of this up, you know? Tenino is really charming. They have a lot of good history behind them. They're really authentic. It's beautiful out here, and that just made for an excellent painting environment. I love that. It's just so fun to hear. There was a statistic I saw that restaurants who have murals that are visible from the street tend to get a like 15 to 20% increase in foot traffic of people who just stop in because they come by and see it. That's huge for places that have small margins. It's just really fun to make something for people that will get to enjoy it. I use several different parts of the park amenities. I put in the quarry pool with a couple of swimmers, the Yelm-Tenino Trail with the bicyclists. I've got the baseball players for the baseball fields that were literally sandwiched in between. And then I've got the skateboarder and the skaters for the pump track, which I really love, like that wave it's got going on. So I wanted to highlight that in the blue turquoise colors because that's what color the pump track is. It's blue. I think the most challenging thing about this mural is the little indentations. Each spot has a board, which that has texture to it. And then in between, there's this little divot, trying to get the paint in there so it lines up. One of the reasons we charge more as muralists for textured walls because it goes through your supplies faster. They take longer to paint, and then it also is really destructive for the overall longevity of the brushes, so then we have to pay to replace them. Anytime you put art in the public sphere, it's probably gonna get somebody else's artwork added to it. So I'll end up adding an anti-graffiti coating to it. So which one did I like the most? Which character? I feel like that's like asking a parent to choose which kid they like better. I think it was the hair. On the swimmers, it's black, dark blue, light blue. Also one of the skater girls has black, kind of a burgundy red, and then pink. And that, I think that was probably my favorite detail from the project. They're trying to put more art here because it uplifts people. When you love painting and you love painting big, the biggest challenge is having people trust you with somewhere to paint. And so anytime somebody's willing to give me a wall and say, hey, we trust you to take care of this, that's a huge compliment to me, and I'm really grateful that they trusted me. Thank you, City of Tenino.